Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Friday, the 7th of June 2024, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So, we have some astrology for today. We have the moon starting off in Gemini. It's going to form a sextile to Chiron and then to Mars, both currently in Aries. Then the moon's going to form a square to Neptune in Pisces before entering Cancer later on today. So we're fired up and motivated for healing and releasing what no longer serves us. Once we've been through that process, then we're going to retreat into our shells in Cancer for self-care, for self-nurturing, and to integrate everything that we've processed and released. Okay, so let's do some cards and see what the cards want to tell us for today. So we're going to use the Work Your Light deck and we're going to use the Thoth deck. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Friday the 7th of June 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So at the bottom we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Then we've got Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, and if you're going to step up to be a Warrior Woman, you definitely need to have good boundaries. And then we've got Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts and past lives. Okay. So, releasing all of this, the ties that bind, releasing the ties that bind. Whether that's old soul patterns, whether it's soul contracts, or, habits and conditioning from past lives. Release all of that, then establish your boundaries, and then you can answer your deepest calling. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Let's see what the tarot wants to add to that story. Just notice we've got the Queen of Cups at the bottom. So let's see, what do we need to know for Friday the 7th of June 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support, guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So where we find ourselves today, the Three of Discs works. Mars in Capricorn. Then we've got the Princess. Oops, I've got a broken fingernail there. Oh, God, I hate it when I catch fingernails. Just noticed we've got the Magician at the bottom. Princess of Cups. We've got the Devil. He's been showing up a lot, hasn't he? Definitely those ties that bind. We're breaking free. Then we've got the Star. Oh yes, we are breaking free. And then we've got Lust or Strength. In other decks it's called Strength. The clarifiers, we've got the Seven of Wands, which is Mars in Leo, Valor. We've got the Five of Discs, which is Mercury in Taurus. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Oh yes. And then at the bottom, we've got the Magician. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands, Dominion, Mars in Aries. We've got the Five of Swords, which is Venus in Aquarius, Defeat. We've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see, where do we find ourselves? Today we find ourselves with the Three of Discs, or the Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. Mars is quite happy in Capricorn. Okay, the builder, taking action. It's an earth sign, making something physical and real. It's called Works in this deck. And it's about doing the inner work, because the inner work is the only work there is. Okay, if you do the inner work, the outer work just sort of flows from that. If you try and do the outer work without doing the inner work, that's when you hit problems. So we've got these 3 discs here making an equilateral triangle, and it's about balancing body, mind and spirit. This is doing the inner work. Okay, and as we do the inner work, then we can go out, we can make connections and collaborations, we can create through synergies of working with other people. But first we have to do the inner work. The energy that's leaving, that's moving away, we've got the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups. So this is reconciliation. Maybe it is your mind, body and spirit coming back together. Maybe there's some forgiveness and apologies of yourself, of yourself to others, of others to you. It's also a card of following your bliss. Okay, but that energy's going. Okay, and in the we think, oh, I'm going to follow my bliss. You think it's all going to be lovely, la da 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 da, like mist flowers, angels, fairies, unicorns. When we follow our bliss, we have to do the inner work to find our bliss and to connect to bliss. So it involves lots of shadow work. Everything involves shadow work, because we have to bring our shadows to light. Okay, so they no longer hold power over us like the devil here. Okay, so that energy is moving away. We're doing the inner work, and our foundation is the devil. Okay, so we're breaking the ties that bind. We are freeing ourselves from conditioning and restrictions and obsessions and addictions and old mental patterns and old behaviours. The whole cat caboodle. Cat and caboodle? I don't know. I can't remember what the phrase is, but you know what I mean. We're just, in this is the work before us. While we're still in the dark of the moon, we're breaking free with the message from above, from spirit to the star. So it's healing, it's optimism, it's new beginnings. I like that we've got the star and we've got the Ace of Discs, because that does that combination for me is about new beginnings. But it's also, aligning and following your North Star of destiny, wishing upon a star. Okay, and we go from following your bliss into just being in the bliss, in the pleasure, taming that wild beast within, being connected to our inner strength, our inner power and passion, and living from that place. Okay, that's the prize when you do the work of freeing yourself from the devils within. The clarifiers. So we come back to the boundaries. Okay, we've got the 7 of Wands here, Valor, Mars in Leo. The 7 of Wands is about having good boundaries and standing up for yourself. Okay, so that boundaries, that warrior woman, okay, that very much reflects this 7 of Wands energy. Unbinding ourselves from the devil and establishing those boundaries. Then we've got the 5 of Discs, 5 of Pentacles, worry. This is Mercury in Taurus. Mercury is not very happy in Taurus. Taurus energy is too heavy, too slow, too ponderous, and it really weighs the Quicksilver Mercurial energy. Okay, we get caught up in worrying and, oh my God, there's a word I'm trying to think, ruminating, that's the word I was trying to think, and just, sort of regurgitating and digesting and just going over and over things. It's very draining. and wears us down and weighs us down. It can be the energy of, of lack when we're comparing ourselves to other people. The key is to go inside, connect to the heart, and connect to the Ace of Cups. Fill ourselves up with divine love, unconditional, pure, universal, divine love. Fill our cup up first, okay? This is the healing, okay? And then from here, once we're filled up, then we can go and help other people. But we need to fill ourselves up first, okay? And after all that mental Gemini energy to sink, then for the moon to then sink into its home sign of Cancer, it's nurturing, it's love, it's self-care, it's looking after ourselves, retreating from the hustle and bustle of the chaos even. So what's going on in the subconscious? So first of all, we've got the Magician, the Magus. This is telling us that we have all the tools within us. Okay, we take the thoughts and everything, bring the thoughts down, and we transmute the thoughts, and eventually sort of manifest out into the 3D. So take the thoughts and transmute them into something physical. Okay, it's all within us. Then we've got the two of wands here, Dominion, Mars in Aries. Okay, so this is looking out at all the potentials. Well, maybe asking yourself, what is your deepest calling? So that you can answer it, looking at the potentials, the possibilities, the openings, the opportunities, and not self-sabotaging. The Five of Swords here. This is Venus in Aquarius. And the card is called Defeat. This is but getting caught up in the negativities, not being also being disconnected from love. Venus can be quite cold in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about the mind and the future. It's off there, off everywhere, and can often forget about the heart if disconnected. Okay, so we need to go back inside, connect to our inner wisdom, our inner knowing, the Hermit card here, and find that inner light within, because within that inner light is the star. That's our inner wisdom. That's our North Star of destiny. And when we do that, then we're able to create and manifest out in the 3D world. Manifest our deepest desires. Okay, so let's have an Art of the Sacred Wheel card. Just going to put that one back in from my reading. Okay, and let's just see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Friday the 7th of June 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? That one. Oh, number 12, commitment. Tuning into her pulse, connecting into our creative energy, connecting into our inner light, our inner wisdom, our passions. Okay, that's that's tuning in, and then we're making a commitment to create from that space, from our deepest desires. Okay, so that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's resonated for you. If it has, as always, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell wherever it is. It's down there somewhere, I think, these days, to get notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then email me at the email address below the video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, from the bottom of my heart, in deep gratitude and love, thank you for watching.